Okay, so recapping from last session, it was a pretty exciting event. You continued your fight with Neriel until Zarkov himself showed up. Zarkov, expecting to at least extend the fight a little longer, not expecting a Batman to tackle him to the ground and prevent him from getting up,
That was great.
was beaten enough to a pulp before Lavinius was able to seal the way. Unfortunately, sending all of you to the empty, at least most of you. Those of you sent to the empty with Zarkov and the other legionnaires seem to find that the empty is a home to more than just where Zarkov is supposed to be, but it's also the prison of the man in the wall. Once you had realized that the man in the wall was there, as the wall itself turned around, you could see a smaller man, a more decrepit, aged figure stuck into it. As he explains and slams Zarkov into the ground, forcibly sticking him into the empty, imprisoning him. He explains a little bit more about the prison and the wall, and explains that beings like the empty exist to cage beings like Zarkov and the man in the wall. As you attempted to ask him more questions, whether or not in the few times he was actually helpful, he did manage to give you those of you who ended up in the empty, a marker on your hand, as he claimed it was a way to locate his, or at least Davov's, repositories, secret locations of knowledge and other focuses of power that he had scattered across the land. That alone made the party believe that the man who's stuck inside of the man in the wall seems to possibly be Davov, or at least one version of him. He then goes on to explain that the man in the wall is a power that has to be denied, and Davov seems to be putting most of his effort into stopping him. I believe it was, you're gonna have to refresh memory, but Isse at the time had mused on the thought that maybe the man in the wall is who Davov was talking about in his journal, destroying the ways. Afterwards, Davov had actually shunted the rest of you from the empty and taken the rest of you who weren't brought in as well and brought you to a sort of crossroads, a sort of tunnel system that transported you from all the way from Fairmount all the way to the shores of Elcor, where you have walked onto the underwater city itself. After a bit of a strange introduction with the sea folk of Elcor, you've managed to rest inside of an inn, where you are now getting up from your long rest, still underwater. Now, those of you, I know you guys had some long rest actions that you wanted to take. So, Tato, I know you've got like 4 hours of stuff you could do. What did you want to do?
Fuck, I don't know. It's a lot of stuff. Let's see. I guess I'll make a potion.
Well, I'm gonna try something and see if this actually looks okay. If not, I'm gonna. There we go. Underwater.
Yes. I'm even more high. Keep piling on, God.
I guess it's time to make a potion with red amanita and Nothic tears.
Oh, gotcha.
Dude, the fish are moving. That is tripping me out.
Oh, they are. Oh no.
Oh my God, you're right.
I think the whole scene is just rippling.
No, don't tell them that.
Fishy.
Yeah, I kind of figured that after a while.
Yeah, I knew it was an effect,
shit.
but holy shit, it's making them move.
They're entertained so easily, Peyton. You can't take this from me. Fucking bastard. Sorry, I gotta pull. It's been a while since you've been able to do non-grueling siege things, Peyton, so I gotta pull up the rest of the potion thing.
Non-grueling siege things.
Oh, neat. You still have a Nothic tier?
I don't think I used it on anything.
Okay.
I think I just made antitoxin, greater healing, a normal healing.
Huh.
Corporal, you piece of shit.
Okay. You're gonna combine the Nothic tier and the red Amanita?
I'm assuming because we usually use I usually use the red amanita as a base for everything. Good.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me alchemy stuff.
I'm gonna drown you.
You legitimately can't.
Watch me.
Grip.
Heck.
Ooh.
I mean, it's all right. It's
Well. Okay. So. Where the fuck is it? Okay, the brewing process is rather not uneventful. Putting together a few things, you do make a base out of the red amanita and some heated water. Brewing in the Nothic tier, it does seem to create a sort of glittery star-like effect in the liquid. Wafting the fumes over to you, it doesn't feel, well, it doesn't smell or seem toxic at all. But it's a little hard to determine what you just made.
okay. Well, if it has any magical, if it seems like it might be magical in any way, I guess I'll spend 10 minutes identifying it.
Okay. Yeah. Give me 1 second. All right. So after spending the 10 minutes identifying, it doesn't really seem magical.
I can determine it is not magical. Is that what you said?
It does not seem magical. No.
Okay. Well. Then I guess I'll have to see how it affects things. Am I able to like use like a tiny amount to like, I don't know. We'll put it on a fish.
Okay, yeah. You're gonna rub it on one of the fish that the innkeeper gave you.
Yeah.
Okay. As you rub it on one of the living fish, it doesn't seem to react with their scales.
Interesting. Mystery potion. Alright. Well, I guess next. If there is a next, or did that take all 4 hours?
No, that would have taken you about a full hour.
Okay.
The reaction on that one was pretty quick.
Alright. I guess next I will try and do a vision with the mysterious vial.
Ooh, interesting.
I have never before in my life, I had recently started like regretting joining the military, and having just sat in that busy ass Taco Bell with people getting shouted at because they're fucking understaffed, has never actually made me realize that joining the military so far has been one of the best fucking decisions in my life.
Okay, hold on. So, okay. So as you try to focus some power into the, you're talking about the phylactery still, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh God, Scythe, you're gonna have to mute again.
Yep, sorry.
That's all right. Okay. As you focus power into the phylactery, you feel sort of, kind of a resistance, almost like you're pushing against a stream of water. It's tough, but you think if you channel more power into the phylactery, you can maybe get around it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, roll me Arcana.
Okay.
Karkin, nice.
Interesting.
Oh no.
Okay.
You might have fucked up.
So, you start to focus on the phylactery, and then you hear a sort of water rushing noise. The same kind of whoosh that you hear whenever you were falling through the tunnel before you were transported to Elcor.
Oh.
It's almost like you're somewhere else, and you feel yourself falling through a tunnel before you slam into the water again, forcibly through this sort of subsea vent as you go deeper and deeper and deeper until you've realized that you're in some sort of underwater cave. There doesn't seem to be much around you, but you can see a light in the distance.
Okay. I guess I go towards the light.
You travel for a while until you find yourself in this massive cavern. Hold on, I'm gonna pull you to it.
Oh
here, I'll
no!
pull-
There's a combat map!
No, I'm only gonna pull data out of this one. You guys get fucked. Okay.
I know, there's a combat map!
Well, it's a separate scene, at least.
Oh, okay, understood.
As you come upon this cavern, you see this massive creature floating in the distance, a swirling sort of orb of water above it. It's a very strange, calming presence. You can only describe it as a large jellyfish-like creature, hundreds of feet in length. An almost incomprehensibly massive creature. For a moment, a cacophony of voices flood your ears to a near deafening proportion. Make me a intelligence save.
Huh. I haven't heard of those in a long time.
Oh, okay. It's extremely difficult, but you manage to hold yourself together. Before you realize, and before it realizes, you're not supposed to be here. Suddenly your vision starts to extend outwards to a pinpoint, and then you find yourself back in the inn.
Huh.
Throughout that entire experience, however, it seems you've been gone, or at least almost nearly unconscious for quite a while. That was about 3 hours.
Okay, alright. That's fair. That's fair.
Awkward.
Okay, so that's that long rest done. Remind me again, 6. I don't know if half elves have the same
I
kind of
don't.
resting rules that elves
No,
do.
they don't. But I would have had the telehedron like next to me, and I would have woken up if I got a message to it.
Okay. So you did actually get a response, but it's very jumbled up. You maybe only... It seems that Licinia attempted to respond, and you see a word, the Pharaoh. And then it keeps going further down. Austin.
Can I take time to like rejumble the words into a coherent message?
There's literally only 3 words. It seems that there's massive spaces in between, so the telehedron attempted to write something like it expected it was supposed to be saying something, but there seems to be some sort of interference here preventing you from getting the entire message.
Can I figure out what the interference might be?
You could roll me Arcana.
Okay.
It can only mean one thing: invasion.
Maybe. Damn. Not that good.
Okay. You surmise that it might be either it's some sort of massive field of divination magic, maybe some sort of ritual or magic being casted in the city itself, or or some other form of just magical presence within the coral or things around you. Maybe there's some sort of mineral interfering with how the telehedron's operating.
Gotcha. So the words were the Pharaoh Austin.
Yeah.
Okay. Understood. I have nothing else
Okay.
for my end.
Well, you guys would be all set. I mean, me and Royal can handle his long rest afterwards. But so this would have been you guys are waking up from your long rest. What would you like to do first?
Well, I'm gonna tell the party first. Well, I don't think we'll be staying here too long. I got a message from Lucinia. It seems the message was jumbled, but I think she was trying to communicate that Pharaoh was on his way to Grand Austin.
How jumbled are we talking?
I show him the telehedron.
That's pretty jumbled.
Exactly. I don't know if it's because of the coral or if it's because of something else, but
Well,
did
you're
she
asking the
spell
wrong person.
Austin as the way it would be spelled on the map?
Yes.
And Pharaoh is spelled as Adrian Pharaoh?
Like F-A-R-R-O-W.
Yeah, like how his last name would be?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that Pharaoh's on his way to Grand Austin to do whatever he was inviting us to do.
Maybe.
I
Who
don't
knows?
have a good feeling about what he's planning on doing.
What is there, do you know of any reason why he'd be heading there?
Well, he wanted us to go there and to bring the Godstone that we had to Grand Austin. I assume he believes that we still have it, or all of it that we had.
Do we not?
No.
No, we gave the crate to the Lucinia.
Crates, plural.
There was only one crate.
Didn't we take Clank's?
Well, it wasn't a crate. It was a.
It was a
box.
bag.
Oh.
Or yeah, it was a box.
So we have no more Godstone, right?
No, but that doesn't
No,
mean
wait,
Pharaoh.
remember 6, you and I kept a piece each.
Oh yes,
We both have a stone.
we have a shard of it, but most of our Godstone is with Lucinia, who is going to get it out of our hands.
Why did we do this precisely?
Because that Godstone put a target on our back. Not to mention, if the Imperials figured out that we had it, we might be arrested for it. So,
Convenient.
but what we do know is that Adrian Pharaoh was the one that was funneling it through the Empire. I think we get whatever business we need done here, and we start making our way to... I pull out the map. We should make our way over to the First Watch and get back into Imperial territory. Maybe we'll be able to get to Grand Austin before Pharaoh does, but who knows?
Oh, we could stop in Akela on the way there.
Is Akela on the way?
Oh, technically.
Or is it this red dot right here?
No, Akela's... And I kind of like... More or less this area, a little less, like there.
I don't think that would be the most efficient way to get to Grand Austin if we're following the roads here.
And it's not like we haven't gotten sidetracked before.
I know, but again, we know how powerful this Godstone is. And we know how shady Mr. Pharaoh is.
I mean, to be fair, Lucinia was all the way in Fairmount. And maybe they're going to meet him in Grand Austin, or... It's either way, it's going to take a couple days, if not a couple weeks to get there.
I know. Trust me, I know. But I think it would still be in our best interest. Because do we have anything that we need to do here in Elcool?
We can see if there's like an elder or something that we could talk to, or
Well, I mean, what would the elder be able to tell us?
kind of look around the coral encrust. I mean, they can make all this. They probably know a thing or two.
Yeah, a thing or two about making coral. I don't know if they can make
Can I
us
have
a...
a boat? I want a boat.
I'm just asking the party as a whole. What's our plan from here?
How far underwater are we? Huh.
Not well deep enough that I won't say ocean floor, but you can still see daylight at the top.
Oh, good. So we're
If
not
you were to walk
crashing
outside.
depths.
So what's the question here?
What is
I
our
would do.
what is our plan? Because we have information pointing that Adrian Farrow, which you haven't met yet, he's very shady. None of us trust him. He's going to a city in the Empire called Grand Austin, and he's going to be using that Godstone that we gave up, or more of it than what we had, for something.
I wouldn't say that the stuff we gave up is what he has.
Oh, I'm not saying
We
no.
should
I'm not saying that.
probably-
I'm using it as an example because clearly he has more of it if he was funneling it.
Right.
Well,
Well, we could probably just take it a couple days easy here, then move out to First Watch, see if we can actually get a message to and from, and
I mean, I would have to be up on the surface, and who knows how long it will take to get a message back. I don't think it'll be efficient for us to just sit here and with our thumb up our asses. What are we gonna do?
take it easy. We just fought a dragon in a fucking vampire ward, and we won, barely.
I don't think I think we halted a very terrible event. I don't think we won anything.
I'd say that was a victory.
Well, I would rather... I don't think I can rest knowing that whatever Pharaoh has planned is getting put in motion as we speak.
Who says he's planning anything anyway? He's a businessman.
Mizuno, you look me in the eye and you tell me you don't get a very weird feeling when he talks.
Oh yeah, I get a terribly weird feeling when he talks, and I don't trust him. That being said, well,
I've
do you
never
have
trusted
any-
him, and I've worked for him for months before I met you.
Exactly.
Met you a
So
lot.
Yeah, but do you have any solid proof on that?
he knew that we had the Godstone. Whenever I talked with him, he told me, if you are very curious to see what we have planned for this, because he didn't try to deny that he was funneling it. He wanted us to see what he was working on. And whatever makes him happy worries me.
That's a fair point. That being said, well, I don't know. But maybe we should leave the city regardless, so.
I was about to say, there's not really much for us to do here. I don't think they have books, unfortunately.
these people are quite strange. I think we should go back somewhere more forested.
I kind of want more crazy fish to take with me.
Or maybe you can get some on the way out. Isse, do
Well,
you...
we can always go and see if they have a marketplace, and again, we don't have to leave right away.
They don't seem to be very understanding of commercia practice.
I'm surprised you know what commercial practice is.
Here's a point there.
I run into traders in the woods. I understand the concept of giving money.
Wait,
I'm
were
not
you
the
the bandit
savage.
harassing my traders?
I don't think he was harassing them. I think he bartered with them, surprisingly enough.
I don't know, a giant bat-like man, talking to my traders is one hell of a story to tell.
That is very...
Regardless, I am not a savage. I know what money is. That innkeeper that you... God, fuck. That innkeeper that you were talking to seems quite...
He doesn't seem.
Ignorant.
Yes, he. It seems that maybe the people here work off of something different. So, Isse,
The
you.
reef itself is very. How do I explain it? Closet, would I know exactly how the reef operates from what my parents told me, or?
Not really. All you know is that everything here operates off of kind of a feel, to put it simply.
Yeah, everything here is different. I don't know how different, but
Well, it seems that they are provided for by the
Yes.
surroundings.
Isse, you've been rather quiet. Can you? Well, what do you think we should do? I don't know if you want to go back to Talyavani. You didn't seem too rushed to go back there.
Yes,
Oh my god.
No.
Sorry, I'm trying to mute myself.
Something happened?
It's,
Scythe was trying to mute himself, that's
Yeah.
all. Go on.
Oh. Well, if we do not have a direction down here, I have received a vision
oh,
of something deep below us. Yes, it was some sort of creature, hundreds of feet in length, and glowing. It seemed to have a psychic presence, and when it noticed me, it pushed me out of the vision, I suppose.
you seem to have a knack
interesting.
for. You seem to have a knack for pissing things off that are 10 times our size.
I mean,
Yeah,
it doesn't
well.
mean he pissed it off. It's just
Perhaps that is how the reef operates. This giant psychic creature at the base of it.
well, that would explain the
Odd behavior.
telehedron isn't working.
Oh, that you are correct. So what? Are we gonna go kill a giant space? Well, not space.
What's with
I'm
you
not
and
saying we kill
killing
it.
things?
Well, here's the thing. Do we really think we can communicate with a beast like that?
I'm
I
merely
mean, we
saying
talked
we
to a
investigate it.
I'm just saying, maybe.
I know you would like to kill something that big.
Speak for yourself. You weren't the one fucking manhandled by a Karkin dragon.
I wasn't anywhere near the dragon, but
Yeah, duly noted.
well, we can go and investigate it if you want. I was unaware of this, so this is something that we could spare time to. I mean, again, if you saw it in a vision, then it has to be important, no? Question is, where will we go to figure out more info about this thing?
Well, there's probably elders, like I said. This is all new to me as well. And my parents rarely talked about this place.
Well, let's make a choice now. So that we don't half-ass one thing and then go full in on the other. Do we want to trek upward and go to Grand Austin early, or do we want to go and investigate what this psychic being wants?
I mean, I'm more or less just let's leave the thing alone. It's not really our problem.
That is true.
That being said, it would be nice to learn
Yes,
more
we
about
leave
my
things
people.
alone so well.
Well, that's why I'm asking. Isse, you had the vision. Would you like to investigate it, or would you like to leave it alone?
I would like to investigate it. Obviously is connected to something.
Might as well if we're here, right?
Well, we've survived one world-ending event. Might as well see if we can stop another.
I'm unsure if this is a world-ending event. Perhaps a qualm of a creature which upkeeps the reef.
That would make sense to me. Everything here, is, from what I know, is connected somehow.
Perhaps we should seek out some sort of mystic chapter here, which can maybe commune with this creature,
Well, I'm game
seeing
for
as
it.
it has some connection to their reef.
We can do it, sure. I'll keep trying to fiddle with the telehedron and see if I can get a message out. Get more info while we're doing this. So, Sam, if you're going to now, go ahead and grab some of that crazy fish on your way
Would
out.
you like some too?
No. I would like to be sober.
Wait, how would it affect Clank?
I'd
I
rather
don't think it would
not
affect
find
him.
out. I have a feeling that it will affect him in some way. And I don't want to see it. Not right now, at least.
Oh,
We could always go to like a temple here. That's probably our best bet. I don't know.
why?
Because if anyone would know anything, it would be a priest or a priestess.
They have
Do
temples
they
over
worship
here?
their reef?
I don't know,
Or
but
the entity that controls the reef?
you're asking the wrong guy. I have no carkin idea.
I suppose we shall ask the innkeep.
Alright, well, let's go
So
ahead and do
shall
it.
we?
Yep, might as well.
Alright, I head down to go see the innkeep.
Okay. So as you head down there, and you leave the room, going down to the floor of the inn with one N, there doesn't seem to be anybody there. You can see a sort of, well, yeah, you can see a bit of a kind of a rainbow swirl of lights coming out of the room that the innkeep's kids came out the last time when they came to help you build out those rooms out of the coral.
I guess I'll go up to the like doorway. I won't look in, but I'll knock on the side of the doorway.
As you knock, there's not much of a reaction. There is no door. There's just kind of like a small curtain, or really like a curtain of kelp, essentially, covering up the door, the area entirely.
Hello. We wish to ask you some questions about your reef.
There's no reaction.
I shrug and I stick my head through the curtain.
As you stick your head back, you can see that it's a storeroom, if anything. Boxes made of woven kelp, and sometimes some larger ones seemingly made of coral that's been shaped. But you see the innkeeper and his kids all sitting in a circle. Just they seem to be kind of swaying from side to side, and their faces are emanating that same kind of rainbow kind of flash of light.
Hmm.
I don't like that.
Perhaps they are communing.
What do you mean commute? Oh.
Yes, with the entity that controls the reef.
I don't know.
Perhaps it pervades every aspect of reef life.
Perhaps.
Maybe we don't need to investigate it after all. Maybe we can just get information about it.
I'm unsure if I should interrupt them.
I give it about like 10 minutes. I don't want to see what happens if we interrupt.
Yes, you wait here for 10 minutes. I will go out in the street and see if I can find anyone to explain. Oh, I say street.
The waterway.
The waterway.
The canal.
But I assume Isse would still call it a street.
Yeah.
So, as you walk out of the inn with one N, you do notice that there are quite a few people just walking about. Some seem to be just standing where they are, the same kind of rainbow flashes of light coming off of their face. You watch as one stops for a moment, his face lights up, just for a second or two, and then he continues on with his day.
Can I approach him?
Sure.
Hello.
Corpse King, hello!
Yes, fisher friend.
I'm sorry?
Do you not address each other as fisher friend? Good fisher. Maybe good fisher.
Ah, yes, Corpse King. Yes, good fisher.
Ah, I apologize. What is that happened a moment ago? Your face lit up. Is that some sort of communion?
He kind of looks at you a little confused. Say again, friend.
A moment ago, you stopped and your face lit up. I was merely asking about this practice. Is there a purpose to it?
See, he starts to understand what you're asking for, but you can definitely tell he's struggling to find a word to explain it. It is,
Is
it
it?
is.
And I reach out with one finger, like a connection, and I like poke him slightly.
I suppose. Oh, forgive me, friend. I've never had to explain this before.
I understand.
It's less of a connection and more like breathing. I know the world beyond the reef is very distant, I suppose, but here it's all. He tries to kind of motion in a bit of like a circle. It's everything. Yes?
Yes.
What is a term? I don't know the term you use. What do you call it?
So since you are all connected, is there? I received a vision last night. Is there a large creature that this connection is to at the base of the reef?
I suppose there's many large creatures. I mean, why wouldn't there be? Why would, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting. Oh, yes, you call it, the reef. Yes, everything is the reef.
Is there perhaps a religious institution or brotherhood which upkeeps this connection to the reef?
No, I'm sorry, Corpse King. If you'd like to find magisters, you'd be best to go home.
Is there no magister equivalent for your people?
Oh, Skellig? Maybe you could speak to him.
Ah, sure. Where might I find him?
He thinks about it. Well, I don't know where he is today. You could go see his throne in the spires.
I suppose. Yes, we could make a visit up there. That sounds like it would be a good examination of your, your wonderful city.
Yeah, well, yes, well, you could go to the city if you'd like.
Is this not the city?
It is... People have called this a city. Outlanders have called this a city, but this is Elcor. I mean, what's the term? Humans. They call them ports. Yes.
Ah, yes. I see. It is in fact a port because it is a city, well, touching water. More so than any city I've ever seen.
Yes, yes, and you can take one of the I'm sorry, this tongue is very exhausting mentally. I struggle to think the words. Yes.
Boat?
It is what's a human crab? Yes. You could take it to the spires.
A crab.
I think that's
I
maybe
assume
that's
this is
not
a
the
large crab. Bigger than us.
Yes.
And I'll make a motion.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
I mean,
Thank
if you'd
you.
wait, we take the I mean, we're on it now. If this makes sense, it sounds like you don't know where you are.
We are on a crab.
Well, I mean, yes.
Oh. Okay.
If you wait a few hours, well, actually, see, you can see as he stares up a bit, looking up at the undersurface of the water. Oh, ooh, I've been away longer than I expected. We should be leaving soon.
This whole area, and I'll gesture at the ground.
Well, yes.
All right. On to my final question. That breathing you spoke of. If someone is in that, I should not interrupt it. Yes.
Well, I mean, I suppose you could, but I don't know why you would.
Well, say if I want to ask them questions like I've asked you.
I'm sure they could answer, but I mean, most are busy, I suppose.
Yes, I understand. Well, I will let you get about your day. Wouldn't want to keep you while the crab is moving.
Yes. Good to meet you, Corpse King. As he just kind of trots
And you,
along
good
his way.
fisher. And I'll head back inside.
So, did you find anything, Isse?
Well, I found a lot of people. I conversed with one of them, and he explained the lights and blank stares as a kind of breathing, a connection to the reef.
Interesting.
He also said we're on top of a very large crab, and it moves from time to time.
Pardon?
Interesting.
A crab.
We're on top of a crab.
Yes, the ones with the pincers. At least that's what he said. That's where we are.
Are we sure we want to go investigate this giant creature below us?
Well, I mean,
Now I'm
it's
just
not a
more
crab,
invested.
the one I'm speaking of, but
I know, but I feel like if the crab moves, the city moves, which then makes our trip to the surface a bit more difficult. Not impossible, but
well, I believe they move sideways. The person I spoke with said that we will arrive at the throne, or the area the throne is in here shortly.
The Pharaoh?
Yes, the throne of Skellig, I believe he said.
does that ring a bell to you, Mizuno?
Does it, Mr. God King?
It's not.
It does not.
You
No,
whispered.
it does. Sorry, I was out of character. Shut up. It does not.
Well, I guess we can go and talk to a king or queen, I guess. See if we can get more
I
answers.
guess. What did you say his name was?
Skellig, I believe the person said.
All right.
Well, I guess we could go talk to them, see if we can get more information about what's below us.
Yes, he did offer him as the one authority we could ask questions of.
Guess we wait until we arrive at the throne, the spires.
Yes. Also, being on the back of a crab does explain how the entire area rose above the water to let us in.
Yes, that does add a bit more
Suppose it
logic.
does.
I don't remember having crabs big enough to have cities on the back of back home. This is
Perhaps they are grown here. I do not know.
well, I guess we'll fucking wait around here until we arrive at the spires. Sky God.
Suppose so.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
gonna step outside so I can see, where we're going.
Okay. Excuse me. All right. Okay. As you wait around for a bit, as Isse walks outside, you feel a large tremor from beneath you. There's a bit of a noise that sounds almost like a loud groan emanating through the city with almost a hiss of steam. As the floor begins to shake, first enough to almost knock you off balance, with almost like a stomp, and then a stomp that slowly speeds up and up and up and up and up until it slowly becomes smooth enough that you can feel the vibration underneath you, but stable enough that you can walk. It seems to be moving at a pretty significant speed as you can feel the water rush past you, and it gives you a bit of a resistance when you try to move. You can see at least let's see. Then roll me. I guess because technically, no. You know what? No. As you can see that you're moving seemingly to the southeast. It seems the creature is taking you through the path out of Elcor and into the sea routes.
Are we riding the guy from Moana?
What?
Are we
Can I
riding
say
the treasure
that
crab?
you're welcome.
Is that I haven't watched Moana.
It's pretty much
It's,
The Rock.
I don't think they're talking. I think he's talking about the treasure crab, the villain.
It's not ringing a bell, I'll be honest.
There's a
So,
giant crab
now
with a
you-
pile of gold on its back. A bunch of random treasures that it found drifting to the bottom of the ocean.
Okay. Well, okay.
The answer
So,
is bigger than that.
As you go through, you can see an odd series of wildlife and other fish in the water flying, going above you. It starts to change from the regular, at least what you expect, to these strange, almost unshapen blobs, if anything, in some cases. Most seem to be regular fish life, sharks and schools of small ocean-faring fish. But sometimes, every once in a while, you just seem to see a fish that's just half-formed. Missing fins, missing an eye, smooth in some cases. Almost like it wasn't finished. Happens every once in a while, but it doesn't really change the rather rolling landscape of ocean wildlife and
Wasn't
strange
finished.
coral-like structures.
This is
often
the
to the-
closest thing to a god we've interacted with. The creature isn't finished.
Okay. Most people in the city seem to be, they seem to be mostly going about their days, but you're seeing there's more people who have just sat down on the streets and their faces are flashing that kind of rainbow coloration.
Return.
If you'd like to do anything, you can. You are going to be traveling for a little bit.
Well, if I'm going to be traveling for a little bit anyways, I'm going to find someone who seems rather invested in breathing, and I'm going to ritual cast Identify on them.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean? Say again? Maybe I misunderstood what you're asking.
You said some people are sitting down in the street doing the flashy things.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Or actually, as a better note, maybe I'll go back inside the inn. I'll do it on the inn keep.
How many hours do you think the travel would be? If I just ask, around?
You're asking everybody else, right?
Well, I'm gonna ask like someone who's passing by or some shit like how long will it take for us to get to the spires?
Oh, so most of them kind of give you guesses, but because most of them don't tend to pay attention to how long it takes, but you manage to gather maybe about 1 to 2 hours.
All right. Well, in that case, I will cast a spell on myself. That would be enhance ability. That will be Fox's cunning, and I want to try and amplify the signal of the telehedron inside the
Okay,
inn.
hold on.
But yeah, I'm gonna try and
Okay.
amplify it.
Give me 1 second because I know Tato's
Yeah, you're good.
Are you doing that as a ritual cast, or are you just burning
Any
a spell
ritual
slot? Actually, I don't
cast?
think you. No, you wouldn't be able to ritual
Yeah,
cast that. Okay.
So
yeah.
I'll cast this, and then if we have like an hour before we get to the spire, I'll do arcane recovery and get it back.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. So you're gonna roll me Arcana with it. With the well, just roll me Arcana. Well, Isse's ritual casting the thing. Okay. So you can, as you try to get through the interference with the telehedron, you actually start to gain a bit of a tone, like that sort of strange water-like rushing noises and static.
Mm-hmm.
And you realize the closer you're getting to the spires, the more the interference is.
We're really on our own until we get the fuck out of here.
Could I try to do the breathing?
Okay.
Fuck it.
Yes.
Go for it.
Let's see. Give me 1 second. Make me a wisdom ability check.
This is me using this.
Yeah.
To get my second level spell back.
Features.
You know, that ripple effect is really cool. It's even making like the lines ripple.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, it is not.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, give me 1 second. Can I even get it on the? Okay. Okay. So as you try to, what you believe to be communing with the reef, you try to focus on the ocean around you and the wild and the life there, but you can't really get anywhere. You even try to focus in the same way that you pray to Slaughter, but doesn't seem to really do anything for you.
Well, guys, I got nothing. I tried.
Well, you can say that you've done that at least.
I mean, I didn't do it.
No, I'm saying you can at least say that you tried.
Fair. So I guess we're just gonna spin in our heels until,
Well, I need to recover a spell slot, so that's what I'm gonna be doing.
Fucking Mizuno, let's fight.
Okay,
yeah, we
so
could
give me-
wrestle.
Um.
Raining time.
Okay.
Okay. I was trying to figure out what you were casting Identify on it, but I realized what you're trying to get at, but okay. Was
Chris.
that Roymel? That was Chris. Hello. Okay. So, as you attempt to identify what's happening to the elves, it just sort of, you can tell that it's some sort of oh shit, hold on, I totally forgot to pull this up. 1 second.
Oh no.
I I'm only listening and not playing tonight. I've been sick for the past 2 weeks and I want to die.
Won't you?
Bad rolls.
Okay. It's hard to tell exactly what it is. It doesn't seem to be any sort of spell, per se. But you can pull apart the strands that connect them to other things, and you can definitely tell that there is some sort of connection, but as much connection as if there is from a man to his arm, if that makes sense. It seems to have some remnants of evocation magic, and you can tell that there's some sort of strange kind of telepathic link. But again, it's almost as if you're really witnessing the you're trying to identify the magic affecting one massive creature, if that makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. What the fuck are you apes doing?
Being apes and wrestling.
Don't
Excuse
you?
me, I said it wrong. I'm in the
I think
south.
they're all wrestling.
Wrestling.
Antonio, you want to fight me too?
Well, I kind of dove. I was figuring I kind of dove in on all y'all while you were.
I just
Bouncing around.
yeet you.
Yeah, pretty much.
No. Bad Batman.
Get back here, you son of a bitch!
Get back here, you screaming canister!
I tripped.
Ah!
Damn it!
He landed on top of us.
As you apes continue to wrestle, this goes on for about an hour and a half, really. Before you hear another kind of loud groaning noise, before you can feel the ground shake underneath you, as it seems the crab is starting to slow. Now there are a lot of buildings in the way, so you can't exactly see where you've arrived. The inn, with one N, is in kind of a crowded location. So if you'd like to maybe get to the edge of the edge to see the spires, you can.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yes.
Oh dear, I realized. What is the armor doing?
Don't worry about that yet.
Well, like,
Great.
oops. What? No, I'm going to worry about it. Is it like?
Wait. What's up?
Is it like speaking to me?
Not yet. But remember, your weapons, your equipment did get cursed for the next 4 weeks.
That's fucked.
All of my equipment?
Basically, remember you rolled on the table.
Yeah,
And the
I
curse
remember,
was-
but I don't
yeah.
remember what it did.
Whenever you use a weapon or equipment, roll a 1d6. On a 1, the equipment breaks. This effect lasts for 1d4 weeks. Now, magical items will essentially be unattuned to you after doing that. So you're gonna have to spend the time to attune to them. Mundane items will just flat out break.
Okay, so I'll just use Exalt.
Yes. Do that.
Or I could apparently just continue to reprise my role as a fucking luchador
So I guess
Just-
that would work.
and just eat things.
Oh god. Okay. All right. So as you make your way to the edge of the platform, you find yourselves staring at the great spires. Large white coral pillars stretching up out of the ground. As these almost strange tree-like features, also made of coral with these strange anemone tops stretching up from the ocean floor. Here the fish have become utterly incomprehensible. Strange sort of translucent blobs floating away and fluttering. creatures that you could swear look like butterflies, just flapping off into the distance. You see figures of coral and rock in the past the murky waters that look human for a moment, before it seems to be just deceptive. This is a, to say the least, very strange place.
It reminds me of underwater Dubai.
What the hell is a Dubai?
So that out of character.
Um,
I have an idea. It's a terrible idea. We need to go back to perihelion.
No.
Why do we need... You don't even know about that.
I know, but I'm talking about out of character.
Well, damn, I hope you find out something that leads you there.
I have a terrible idea in closet.
What do you want?
This armor is made of hide and is very specifically known as the skin of Andorol.
Do it.
Yeah, I fucking will. If you could figure out how I could know about perihelion.
I'll let you figure that out. But anyways, okay. So, as you reach the edge, you can see as people leave the crab, and there seems to be some sort of magical barrier on the platform. As they leave, they're no longer walking, but actively swimming. And here you can see the actual swimming of a sea elf as they move with a ridiculous speed through the water, quickly going towards the bottom of the towers and into another sort of barrier of sorts.
Don't look at me, guys.
You're telling me that you can't swim that fast?
Oh, yeah, I can. It's just... Stop looking at me.
So there's a pathway that goes to the spires. We might as well take it.
Can I try swimming?
Yeah. See, as you enter the water, it's almost second nature for you. As you very quickly kick yourself around, swimming almost not actually as fast as your the sea elf friends around you. Whether or not that's attributed to your fact of living on the living as an imperial for so long, maybe. But
Whole life.
yeah.
I mean, aren't you wearing like armor and carrying a bunch of shit?
It doesn't
Yes.
affect weight doesn't affect us down here because of those coral things up our nose.
No, I can breathe underwater.
I know.
Yeah,
Oh,
he doesn't have one.
That is true. Fair enough.
It is literally just for breathing.
I mean,
Well, it wasn't the
reality,
coral
I
things
would
that were
be-
doing it. It was more or less that barrier on the crab.
So if I
And there does
walk,
seem to be another one at the base of the pillars.
so if I walk off this, I'm gonna sink like a goddamn stone.
Well, you could swim. It'd be pretty difficult, but you could do it.
I'm not gonna try to swim because I feel like if I try to use my wings or something, I would strain the fuck out of them.
become a majestic sea flap flap.
No.
Yes.
Water creatures that swim in the water and things that fly have very different wing structures.
This is my idea of public transportation.
I guess I'm just gonna sail like right off the edge of the crab. Crab
Yep.
people.
Crab.
People.
Is there
You
any
can
kind
see
of like
some-
reef-like thing that is being constructed out towards the crab? That
There is not. Most of the elves seem to just swim straight towards there, as this doesn't really seem like something that they would necessarily require a coral structure for. But so as Cornelius starts to swim out there, as he kind of struggles to pick up the same speed, you can see as two of the sea elves and a crab swim right next to him. They stare at him for a moment before grabbing his arms. They smile at you and then take off towards the spires.
Son of a bitch!
You can definitely feel their speed as it feels like you're getting smacked in the face with a pretty powerful stream of water.
I'm gonna have to go find it.
So as they, you notice that they also don't anticipate that they didn't expect that you weren't used to this as you do reach the barrier, and they let go of you. And as the barrier does seem to give a sense of, gravity back, you fly outwards from it. You can make me an acrobatics save to try to avoid basically slamming on your fucking face.
You said what? Acrobatics?
Yeah.
Bet. Oh.
Ooh. So you just barely catch yourself to stop yourself from utterly wiping out. But you did make yourself look like a little bit of an ass.
Okay, well...
Well,
what
if
do you
there's
mean
no
look
other
like an
option, I
ass?
guess we're all gonna go, or at least I'm gonna go swim into the spires.
Okay.
Oh.
So are the rest of you going as well?
Oh yeah.
I guess I have no choice.
This is almost like
Alone.
second nature to me. Well, it is
Where's-
second nature. Shut up.
As Mizuno starts to swim up, the rest of you jump in. You swim for a little bit before other seals come to help you and pull you towards the spires. They seem to notice as Cornelia was launched by, so they slow down right before they reach the barrier. And it's the rest of you manage to find your way into the base of the spires. You find yourself in this sort of circular concourse with staircases leading towards sort of staircases of sorts heading upward, seemingly further up into the into the main pillar. Multiple of these sea elves are either speaking to each other or reconvening with family that they've been expecting to see there, or just going about their day and walking up the center spire.
Very
I
peaceful
will
here.
approach one.
Okay.
Excuse me. Would you mind
Hmm.
pointing me in the proper direction of Skellig's throne?
He looks at you a little odd for a second. He just points at the stairs. Go up.
Is it at the top?
No, the center.
Ah, yes. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess we go towards the center then.
There is as you go up there, you start to notice that this place is a lot more abstract as compared to the which you can describe as the moving port of El Corp. Multiple sea elves seem to just make doorways for themselves as they enter the spires. If they want to go somewhere, they just think about it, and a hallway opens up for them. This makes navigating the spire incredibly difficult, as there are no logical pathways from one place to another. There seems to be just rooms in places, for no real reason. Almost as if people just decided to be places and decided to do things there.
Can I find another sea elf that's like in the vicinity?
Yeah, so on the staircase itself, there's other ones walking through hallways. As you're walking up the staircase, as a doorway just opens up next to you. As the sea elf attempts to walk by to open up, create another one.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Can you actually help us?
Yes,
What-
friend. How
what's-
can I help you?
So, we're not from Elcor, and we've been having a very rough time trying to navigate the palace itself, or the spire itself. Can you possibly take us to Skellig's throne room?
Skellig.
Yes.
He looks at you a little confused for a moment. Yes. See, just He turns from the direction he was going, angles himself. He waits for a moment, and you can see he's thinking as he slowly starts to move forward as another doorway opens, and a new staircase starts to form through the coral.
Go look at the others and shrug and start following him.
I will also move to follow him
I'll follow.
before the coral closes.
Give me one moment. I need to put a few things. I forgot to put your dude guys here. 1 second.
Oh no. That can't be good.
It's never good. You're gonna die.
Dude, are we gonna have to
You're gonna
massacre a bunch of
die!
fucking sea elves, man? God damn it.
What's with you and murdering things?
No, because I know how this shit goes, man.
We stumble upon the Sea Elf Mafia. They abuse their connection to the reef.
That's good.
As you walk up the stairs, you can see there's a bit of like the undersurface of water up ahead in a bright light. And you find yourself surfacing for a moment. You're in some sort of open air cavern. Up ahead, and as the sea elf in front of you directs you forward, you can see that there's these little coral shelves that you can stand on. 1 second.
I'm gonna be honest.
All right,
here
I'm
with-
sorry. I didn't want to sneeze like a lunatic on stream. Sorry. Hold on 1 second.
That's not how you say bitch sneeze.
Fuck you.
I'm pretty sure I've
I'm
heard you
still
sneeze
sneezing.
before.
Sorry.
That sounded like a goblin from RuneScape.
Okay.
You're one of your
Standing on the.
sound like
Shut
a
up!
goblin.
Hold on. Let me finish this.
Now.
All right. Standing on the coral shelves, you can see in front of you a pearlescent bridge leading onto a coral throne with stepstones almost carved out of a glowing pearl. As you find yourself
Damn, he fancy, huh?
at the throne of the Reef Sentinel.
Why is there a map?
Up
Why
ahead,
is there
you can see-
boys?
Up ahead, you can see two golden floating figures with gold tridents in
Those
their hands.
motherfuckers are so cool looking, dude.
At the top
Oh,
stands another man, sitting on a throne of coral with his own trident. You can see the fish here are actually normal, and they seem to swirl around his throne.
Oh yikes!
This is
Wow.
Daddy Fish.
Why did we come here?
by the way, Closet, this map's beautiful. I don't know where you
It
got
is.
this from. This map's fucking dope.
This place is beautiful.
And your
Gonna-
parents didn't want to be here?
Don't know why.
He's got
Perhaps they are
ocean-
not
I'm
also
excited.
fish commies.
He's got ocean madness.
Ocean man.
I guess I'll
What?
take a metaphorical step forward. Kind of keep my eyes on like the guards.
The guards
I'ma
themselves
just-
don't seem to react as they're just floating in the water.
And
As
hang
you
back a little.
step towards the bridge,
Okay, I'll stop.
you can you can hear a bit of a rustle of mail up ahead, echoing through the cavern, as the man on the throne steps forward onto a little bit of the lip of his platform. As he plants the trident to the ground, he just stares at you expectantly.
Yes, Your Highness, we had a few questions we wanted to ask you. We're about humble adventurers with a bit of a curiosity of your fine city.
I kind of look at him and I kind of facepalm.
I'll just look at him. Good Fisher Skellick? We were told you could answer our questions about the reef? If it's not too much of a... I'll look at the golden figures on the other side. Imposition?
Yes, I did.
6.
Yes.
You see something spiraling in the deep waters beneath.
Is it coming towards us?
It's hard to tell, but it's almost like something wrapping around the big spire around. As the man who you seem to be believed to be Skellig sort of steps down further. As he walks down his throne and stands further on the path. He crouches down a little bit, staring at you, almost like he's expecting you to walk forward.
I'll look towards the others and point down and mouth below us. And I'll take a step forward. I'll keep going. I'll keep going.
There's a bit of an uneasy feeling as you stand on this. Everything feels delayed.
Yeah.
Whatever the platform is, it's certainly magical, but it's hard to tell exactly what it's doing.
I'm gonna keep going.
I'm following him like in lockstep. Not like, yeah, you know.
Can I keep my eye on the bridge to see if it's going to disappear at any point?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna keep an active eye on it.
Okay. As you start to feel the ground, the bridge itself shake, the spiraling thing underneath starts to get closer as it's rising out of the water. As what you can only describe as the massive head of a sea serpent
Oh!
appears
fuck no.
out of the side.
Absolutely the fuck not.
No!
It rises further up into the air, towering over you and the throne, water pouring off of it as it just stares at you.
I'll stare back.
Hello.
I was
Chummed.
taking care of dog things. What came out?
A serpent.
A very large sea serpent.
You know, I've had enough of these giant fucking things.
Cassian will blink,
Please don't fight it.
and
Don't
I'll
attack it.
I'll
Idiots.
take a breath. Look towards Skellig. I assume you don't want us to move any further.
He motions with one hand for you to approach.
All right, I
Yeah.
guess we're.
I'm gonna look
It was
toward.
nice knowing you, Cassian.
Did he say one of us or both of us?
It seems to be just a general response to all of you.
I'll wave the others across, and I'll keep one eye on the serpent.
Hold
I'm
on,
just
gonna
Cassian. Let
I'm
You can
just
hear
gonna rest
this
my arm on my swords. I'm not moving from this spot.
That's fine.
low guttural rumbling as you move past. That just you can feel your sternum shake in your chest.
Sorry.
I'll reach the top right here, and I'll stop, and I'll look at him. And I'll fold my hands over the front of my person. I'll just look at him.
I'm gonna say hello in Aquan.
He eyes you both for a moment, not saying anything. Outlanders, why have you come?
We do not know why we are here.
All the
We-
way back there.
We didn't mean to impose. We were sent here by other means that were unbeknownst to us. We were simply residing here for the night, and one of my associates behind me had a vision of being below Elcor, and we were just simply curious on what it was, and we asked some of your citizenry if anyone knew about it, and they pointed us to you.
And here we are.
We have no ill intentions or any malice behind our actions. We are just simply curious people.
Curious.
You can definitely see he has a much harder appearance than the rest of the CLs. His face is dour. He's also covered in his own bout of scars.
Does he seem
He's
like a normal
much-
sea elf, or is he not a sea elf?
He is a sea elf. You can see his ears and his shares the classic blue skin. His armor is that same flashy gold as the rest of his guards, but it's sharp. It doesn't have the same. He doesn't have the same feel like the other sea elves. The elves that you've seen so far have been friendly and welcoming, strange but kind people as a whole. Skellig is, to say the least, a warrior.
Right.
He is an intense presence, and even speaking to him, you can definitely tell he doesn't find your presence here very enjoyable.
Would you say it's about the same as when my dad would hold negotiations with other countries and stuff like that growing up?
In a way, Skellig seems like he's protecting something. Like that seems to be more. He seems wary of you, as if you'd be a threat. It's almost more like you've come across a bodyguard or some sort.
I'll notice his posturing, and I'll give a nod towards him. I understand that you are concerned with our presence here. If there's anything that we can do to put your mind at ease, please let us know, and we can abide by that. We're in your presence, your room, your territory.
We mean you no harm, more or less, sir.
He stands from his crouch position on the. He stands from his crouch position as he looks down at you, almost like a scowl of sorts. Outlanders have invaded these waters for quite some time. Much more recently.
I would not say what we're doing here is invading. We were kind of invited in.
As you say this, you can hear that there's a bit of a slight hiss and grumbling coming from the sea serpent on the side of the bridge as he sort of leans in a little closer.
I assure you, we did not plan on invading. We were shunted here from the far north, and one of your people saw us on the beach and invited us in.
Yes, I am aware. I have seen this.
Who were the outlanders that attempted to invade Elcor? Who were they?
A question I had for you.
Interesting.
Oh. What were their appearances? Did they have a specific armor? Any racial traits? Identifiable
Outlanders
ones?
all the same. Tree killers, corpse kings. Outlanders.
Well,
Corrupted by what they claim to be blessings of the reef.
Corrupted.
were they attempting to take something from the reef?
This I do not know. They have erected a profane temple. Tell me, Outlanders, you seem capable. Are you not?
I would say that we are, yes.
I would hope we are.
Yes.
Capable enough that your serpent does not scare me.
Lies.
Yeah. As the serpent gets a
Ignore
little
him.
closer.
I stare back at the serpent.
I would take care not to offend the Ancient One.
Has he gotten a good look at me, or do I have my helmet on or something like that?
He has seen you, but he still calls you an Outlander.
Because you wear armor that is not of Elcor, probably.
I shouldn't say this, but you're basically an Uncle Tom.
Oh my god! That's not at all what I was gonna say! What is wrong with you?
Christ.
Damn. On screen, bro.
Oh. I can't have shit in the YouTube algorithm, can I? I can't
He's
have
not
shit.
literally selling other elves. What's wrong with you?
Yikes, boys.
Jesus
Christ, what did I
Christ.
just
No,
hear?
no, he's wrong. I'm the Uncle Ruckus.
There we go.
That's not much better.
I am glad I stayed at this end of the bridge.
Wow.
You say we're about to watch them get eaten.
Jesus.
If I may, I can kind of see where this conversation's going. Would you like us to investigate the temple on your behalf?
Oh,
I
shit.
would.
Is there anything specific that we're looking for?
They call it the Temple of the Crushing Wave. There seems to be a sort of energy. The reef recoils at its presence.
Is it below the reef?
An orb of sorts.
And if we do this, you will answer our questions about the reef?
If you do this, I will forgive the slight of you invading the reef.
Damn. We were invited down here, dude.
Grounds.
Sir, we were let in, sir.
He kind of gives a little bit of another scowl. When you trick a child into giving you its food, is that an invitation for you to join it at dinner?
No, we would leave.
Are you saying your gods are children?
So he gives Isse another irritated look. I have tolerated your presence for now, elf.
Yeah.
Your friends are much less. As he kind of has a bit of an inhale, much less offensive. Well, I do appreciate you not wearing those disgusting masks of Nore.
Ooh.
I will only tolerate your presence here for much longer.
Sorry, I missed that last bit. All I can hear is a life flight.
Oh, as he says, well, I appreciate you not wearing
Hell yeah.
those disgusting masks of Nore. I will only tolerate your presence here for a short time longer.
At least until we get rid of the temple, right?
As I've said, handle this for me and I will forgive the slight.
So you said that we're looking for an orb. It gives off a disruptive energy, yes?
Ah, shit, I know what he's talking about. Pardon me.
Take the orb if you wish. I care not. I want it to be removed.
Ah, it's about another orb.
Is there
Okay.
Is there any... Can you point us in the direction of the temple? Is there any way that we can get there with speed and haste?
See, you can see his face starts to scrunch a bit as he's a little annoyed. Not at you, but seems he realizes there's a bit of he's having trouble at not only finding it, but getting there. Many of the
Sounds
currents
like a
leading
personal problem to me.
It seems to be hidden in a cavern beneath. The currents that would take you there, as of this season, would pull you away. Odds are, if you cannot find another way there, you'd be waiting for it some time.
I have an idea.
I have also an idea. Your Highness, I assume that you control, and I'll push my arm over to the serpent, this lovely creature here. Could it be
The ancient
used?
one?
If Snorf.
Could it be used as a transportation vessel for us? If we were to rest in its maw.
You can hear a loud grumbling coming from the serpent. As Skellig kind of turns a little bit, and even the guards start to wince a little bit from it.
You're trying
If
to get
the
us
Ancient One decides to assist you, he will.
Understood.
I do not control him. I am merely his patron.
I'm going to look at him and then look at the Ancient One. Understood. May I have your permission to ask for its assistance?
You may.
Excuse me for a
I'm
moment.
not getting in that thing's mouth. Are you insane?
We're gonna walk over to the bridge.
It does have a rather large, toothy mouth.
I'm
I'm unsure about getting in it.
I'm going to go up
Thank
to
you,
the
Isse.
rail, shift my legs over to the side so I'm sitting on the rail. Ancient One, my name is Cassian, and me and my friends would like to ask you for aid in transporting us to this cavern so that we may help you and your patron. What say you?
One second. Hold on, let me make sure this is working.
Can I even
Okay.
smell anything down here?
Oh, well, you're in open air right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ew.
We smell like salt water.
What does this serpent?
He smells
Of
a
death.
lot like salt and kind of like old wood.
Huh.
As the serpent brings its head closer to you,
I
It
will
just-
not flinch.
dwarfs you in size. As it starts to speak, it doesn't speak in common.
Hold
It's
on.
very loud
In that-
and deafening.
In that case, before it starts to speak, I will burn a slot and I'll cast Comprehend Languages. I don't know if that'll help, but we will see.
Okay.
Language does that speak?
We'll find out in a
Awkward.
second. Oh, I understand that.
I know,
Yeah.
but I also need to hear it, so I'll burn the slot. It's fine.
As it starts to speak to you, creature of dead salt and flesh.
Ooh.
You would offend me with your presence were I not interested in you.
What?
Make your request.
Okay.
If possible, we would like to ask for your assistance in transporting us to the cavern where this orb is. I had the idea of resting in the safe areas of your mall, as I feel it would be the fastest way to get to this cavern, and the fastest way to solve your problem.
There's a bit of a. He stares at you a bit, and you can hear kind of a grumbling in the back of his throat. An interesting proposal. Tell me, creature of dead salt and flesh, what would you do with this orb?
I have no idea.
We would take
I
it
don't even know
far.
what it is.
We would take it far away from you and your people, away from Elcor. We would make sure that it was disposed of where it couldn't disrupt anyone ever again. We have no malice or ill intentions with it. We simply wish to get rid of it.
And if I had malice and ill intentions with this orb, what then?
Well, I suppose there wouldn't be much that we could do to stop you, Ancient One.
Roll me persuasion.
Kind of just look at Six, and like Isse is obviously struggling not to say anything.
Holy
Ooh,
shit.
okay. Good
Yeah, yeah, I'm the fucking diplomat.
roll. There's a bit of like a kind of loud clicking noise. You could probably guess is kind of a chuckle coming out of him. I will take you to this temple of crushing waves, if only to see your bones shatter against the stone.
I'm honored that you're willing to help us. And I assure you, we will get this job done.
We will see. However, your presence would offend me in my maw. You will hold onto the tines of my back, and pray you do not let go.
Understood. We appreciate the assistance.
As the serpent slowly sinks back into the water, you will return to the spires. I will find you when the time is right.
Understood. I'll swing my legs back over to the bridge, stand, adjust my shirt.
The serpent sinks back into the water and slowly spirals away.
I will reapproach the throne, my palms folded over the front of my person. I can also hear someone's YouTube video in the background.
What?
I heard someone watching a video in the background through their mic. I don't know who it was. Your Highness, do you have any guess of when the Ancient One will be taking us to the cavern?
I do not control him. I could not tell you.
Do you have any recommendations of where we should stay? That way it's easy for him to find us.
The exterior spires have what you would call facilities for outlanders like yourself. I'm sure one of my brethren would be willing to help you.
Cassian will give a deep nod. Understood. We appreciate the assistance and the forgiveness for intruding on your fine city. I promise we won't be here for long.
So he just kind of stares you down for a bit before turning around and ascending the steps back to his throne.
I'm gonna...
Well, I guess we got a job to do.
Alright, everyone, let's go.
Out of the fire and into the frying pan. Or is it the other way around? I can't remember.
The frying pan into the fire is what you're thinking of.
Yeah, that's what I said, didn't I?
No, you didn't. But I'll give you an A for trying.
I'm gonna die in the ocean.
You'll be fine. Better than dying out in the snow.
At least it was home.
Debatable.
Hey, how do you think I feel? This place isn't exactly home for me.
Well, we won't be here for long then.
Suppose so.
Look about, man. Why isn't he with you?
The staircase made by the other sea elf who had assisted you is still there. You could take it back to the main on those concourse and the spires.
Yep.
So as you return back to the spires, you can see that there is actually these sort of bridges heading out to the exterior towers. Going out to them, you can see that the exterior towers have a much more logical layout to them. Circular structures with this sort of central spiral staircase going through. The inside these little circular concourses of sorts, there are other sea elves and the like laying about in these sort of kind of, which you would only describe as kind of cushioned and velveted floorings, large cushions laying about with carts and stalls of food and other goods just spread across. Skelegals along the outside spires seem to be more adjusted towards outlanders.
Well, should we head to the outer spires then?
Oh, sorry. I thought you guys would have already walked over there. I'm
Well,
sorry about that.
yeah, my fault. I thought we were still in the center spires. Also, on the way, I'll translate what the Ancient One said. We won't be riding in its maw. We'll be attached to the appendages on its back. I can't think of the term right now. So, you don't have to worry about getting accidentally eaten.
Okay.
Sweet.
So that was yeah.
Well, I would have went through and translated all what the Ancient One said. We won't be writing in its maw, we'll be writing on its back, so...
Why would you want to ride in its maw?
It's better than trying to hang on while a very, water-traveling efficient creature is speeding through the depths. And if you lose your grip, well, you're floating in dead water, essentially.
I suppose. I mean, we got rope.
I suppose. Apparently this Ancient One thinks that we will not survive, so I look forward to proving them wrong.
On the...
Not sure I care what the giant serpent thinks.
On the question of survival, kind of look in my bag. From that previous fight, I only have 2 of those potions left.
I still have mine as well. We have ways of keeping ourselves alive.
I mean, I suppose so, but... I don't know, I'm just kind of worried after, you know...
Look, I thought that we were going to have a very tough time fighting the Draco Lich and Zarkov, but that went surprisingly well, all things considered.
I mean, other than me getting fucking ragdolled by it, but...
True.
What happened?
I got bullied by the dragon.
He's worried that we might not survive whatever mission this Ancient One and Skellig wants us to take, but I look forward to proving them wrong.
I had wished to speak to Skellig, but he had seemed amiable.
Well, I remember that the rest of us here used to get on me for not being able to negotiate and talk with people. Looks like I just negotiated with an ancient serpent.
To be fair, I wanted to ask him questions too, but...
I'm so sorry. I didn't know if he wanted us to be there and keep asking questions. He seemed annoyed.
Yeah,
that's
kind of the thing I got from him too, so it can wait.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But I think he would be a little more
open to answering.
Open to one of his kin. Well, kin TM.
Well, I apologize for that. I just thought that we should not
No.
waste
We
more
have an
time there.
objective, as we always do, so we might as well fucking do it.
Well, we have to wait on the serpent. Apparently he will come and find us when the time is right, so...
He said something about these spires being for Outlanders. I wonder if we can find, like, a store or something to, resupply with?
Probably. We can try and look for one. I guess that's what we'll do. We'll just burn time until the Ancient One tries to find us. We'll try and find, like, markets, shops, what have you.
I still need my booze.
Is there a brothel?
That works too.
That's where Pulo has disappeared to.
If you want some of that fussy, you go right ahead, but...
No, I don't want pussy. Sam just needs alcohol and company.
Just the fact that you people are calling it that.
That's what you're upset about?
Batman,
I guess I am.
Everything.
Why?
I don't know.
It is what it is.
I guess I'll ask around to see how they store knowledge.
See, the thing that gets me about that is the fact that Sam said, I need alcohol, and everyone immediately jumped to alcohol and women.
Yeah.
He said brothel.
Yeah, I said brothel.
Get some
bitches,
No,
Sam.
no, a brothel
That's what I
also
said
serves
first.
alcohol, no?
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
so does an inn.
Drink
Yes.
myself to a
go back to the inn with one N.
No. No.
The crazy fish was good, but I need something more than that.
Exactly.
Is there like a shop or anything around here?
So there are in this kind of central concourse of sorts, there are stalls that seem to be trading goods. Most of the time, they just seem to be handing off items to other denizens that walk up to them. but they do seem to be. Some of them seem to have signs scrawled in, well, very poorly translated Common.
Hmm.
I didn't think the fish people being Floridians would be a real thing. They can barely read.
That's like going
So,
to a foreign
Teddy,
country
you were
and
looking-
complaining about signs being not being in English.
I know.
I didn't even think about that.
But it's funnier when I make fun of fucking Floridians.
Also, I hate you, Corporal.
Why? What did Corporal do?
No, he's being made fun of. Okay.
Is there?
Do you remember the pocket little merchant item that you guys have?
Yeah.
So he messages me and asks, "Hey, oh, that's an Aquan. Yes.
Wait, what does Aquan look like?
Hold on. He messages me and asks if we can set this as the icon for the fucking little wind-up merchant thing.
Nice.
Is there like a harpoon gun?
Nice.
You gotta at least get one of the ones that takes a coin. I mean, come on.
Oh, this thing broke. Okay, there we go.
I now have to read these screens so I don't fucking Doc's Closet. Now I have to read full screen. There we go. Now I can show fucking display capture. Alright, man. Where's the shops? Where are they at?
Okay.
Where's the women? Where's the brothel?
Oh, they accidentally made this place gigantic. Okay, sorry. I'm also trying to
Accidentally?
build out something.
You made underwater Dubai.
That's not what I'm talking about, but yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
that's the
Anyways.
Burj Khalifa right there, dude.
So there doesn't seem to be any like dedicated buildings for a while. Until you happen to find stumble upon a cart manned by a dwarf of all things.
Oh no. See an enemy of the goddamn GRA.
God damn it.
Oh no, is it that dwarf whose cart we broke the wheel of in the very
I
beginning?
was about to ask
Don't tell
the
me,
same
dude.
thing.
Don't tell me. Does the dwarf look familiar?
No, but he does seem to be asleep. Well, he's snoring pretty loudly, and a large number of sea elves have gathered around the cart, just kind of staring at him.
I will knock on his cart loudly next to his ear.
As one of the sea elves kind of grabs your hand a little bit and moves you away. Corpse King, no, just the Stone King needs to sleep. Just let him sleep.
What?
How long has he been asleep?
Ooh, I'm not sure.
Plus, if I awake him, that he can go back to sleep once we're done. We have goods that we would like to purchase.
Yes, but he's warned us. You can't wake a sleeping dwarf.
Says who?
Watch me.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
Flashbang? Flashbang?
Flashbang out!
You want me to flashbang him?
No,
Throwing
don't,
fl-
do
no,
not,
no,
do
not
not, no,
flashbang.
no, do not.
What are you gonna do, Tito?
What are you doing?
Hey, wait. Where'd my
I
spell
was
go?
seeing what I could
Do
do.
not flashbang him.
Flashbang.
No.
Oh, I can't make a noise with prestidigitation, so I will instead. Oh, ignore that. I will
Are you gonna
attempt to
flashbang
message
or-
him.
Okay, what do you... Hold on. You're gonna message him? I'm gonna give it to Tato since he was gonna do it first. What are you gonna do?
Please wake up. We wish to purchase your wares.
As
It's gonna be
soon
like-
as, as soon as you do, you just hear "Ah!" as he just falls off of the box that he was on, and he just a loud crash as he knocks down some of the stuff he's doing.
I'm gonna ask in Dwarvish. Ah, are you alright?
This loud clamoring from the rest of the seals standing around as they all look very concerned, and they look at him like, "Why would you do this?
I didn't do anything.
Can I
He's
steal
going to
the
die."
flashbang?
No, he's not. He's not
What?
gonna
I
die.
don't believe he's going to die. I believe he has exaggerated the necessity of his sleep.
Is it not do dwarves not die when you wake them?
No, they do not.
No.
Not usually.
Interesting.
Unless they attempt to attack me.
Interesting.
Can I check see if the dwarf is awake?
He's just kind of laying on his face on the ground, and you can just kind of hear him groaning a little bit as he's just face first into whatever pile of small trinkets and tools is here.
I'm gonna reach a hand out to him. Would you like a help getting up, sir?
Oh, get off of me! As he starts standing up and he brushes himself off. Oh, what have I had to deal with knife ears like you?
I'm sorry?
That's rather rude. We are surrounded by elves.
The fish have been nice, and they've given me food, and all you people do is yell at me all the time.
Well,
I did not yell.
We just wanted to...
I am sick and tired of...
Perhaps you should seek a hospital.
As you can just see, he's struggling to hold in sheer fury.
I apologize for my friend Cassian trying to hold back a laugh.
If I hear another one of the elves, not one of the fish people, if I hear another elf say another word to me,
I'm a fish person.
Set everything on fire.
I mean, that's kind of difficult. Yeah,
Look at Cassian. He is rather discriminating, isn't he?
Yes, he is. I don't really appreciate it. What did we do to you, sir?
I'm a fish person.
Can I just pop my head past him and be like, can I buy something?
Yes, human. Human.
Hello?
Wait, human. Why are you here?
Yeah.
He's with us.
Bad circumstances, unfortunately.
We were...
I should probably not reveal.
Yeah, just stay back. Look, sir, I'm sorry that we awoke you, but I do know something that will brighten your day. We want to purchase some of your wares. We want to see what you have for sale.
He just gives you this sort of 1,000-yard stare.
Look, I'm sorry that for some reason elves have slighted you in the past, but we just want to purchase things and then we'll be out of your hair forever.
Just looks back over to Sam. Why is it speaking to me?
What do you mean, it?
Can I speak to him?
I think if you want to, I'm not gonna stop you.
That is what I've been trying this whole time!
I'm just gonna blink and be like, to be honest, I couldn't tell you.
Well, as he looks over at us, friend, you seem like somebody who is willing to trade for outside goods. Come,
That we
yes,
are.
if you have some opal, I'd love to give you some more of that interesting... What are you wearing? Whatever that is. I'm sure I can find some here for those nice, precious bits of opal that you folks seem to have here in good supply.
I'm not exactly from here.
Is that what they use as currency here? Opal?
Oh. It's like we know what we need
So
to collect
he
now.
just closes his eyes and you can see his hands grip a little bit as he just
But I do
not
have
worry
gold.
yourself. I was not speaking to you, dwarf.
My fish friend. How would you like? What do you mean you're not from here?
I wasn't born here.
Interesting.
Quite.
Okay. Well, if you've got gold, I'll take that too.
Gold,
Yes.
couple platinum, stuff like that.
You want some opal?
Opal? That's stuff found in pearls, right? I'm thinking...
Yes.
I'm going to lean over towards Mizuno.
No, it is a gemstone. Pearls are found in, undersea
Oysters.
clams and stuff. Yes.
Yeah, my father was a pearl diver, I know. I'm just... What's the opal for?
Well, what are gems for? Beautiful, shiny things, really.
So shiny.
Well, I'm sure you could, an intrepid adventurer like yourself, could do something good. Do you want it?
Sure, but do you have other wares alongside that?
I'm sure I do. As he looks through, as he kind of like points at the rest of the stuff. There just seems to be a large assortment of just, well, stuff. It seems to be a lot of piles of random things. You can see some odd numbers of pieces of jet, a pan flute, a couple javelins, yeah, some darts, a large backpack, some alchemical supplies.
What is Malaysia Flight fucking 18 whatever here?
But he does seem to have a lot of potions.
He does or doesn't?
He does, and one seems to be an extremely large healing potion.
What can I get for that, what can I give you for that large healing potion?
What can I get out of this?
So he kind of hefts it up. This beauty was crafted... it was crafted by an incredible alchemist.
You don't craft potions, you brew them.
If I have to hear another one of you knife ears speak, I will kill myself.
Silence, Elgie.
What is that?
Don't ask. You don't want to know.
Oh, that's Corn. He's nice when you get to know him.
Apparently he also likes.
No, he's not.
Apparently he likes
Why
to
would you
eat. Apparently he likes to eat racist. Interesting
Why did you name
thing.
it as he looks at Sam and Mizuno, like back. Why did you name it Corn?
Well, his name is actually
I wonder if
Cornelius.
he realizes that he made his own name.
What?
Mizuno.
Cornelius.
It's
but we call him Corn for
Cornelius.
shoot. Whatever.
Cornelio Georgiou. Is it really that fucking hard?
Yes.
Yes.
It's
Yes!
not that difficult.
See, even the racist agrees.
I would not call him racist. Elves are quite disagreeable.
What did we do to you two?
Everything.
What do you mean everything?
He just kind of he tries to calm down. Okay, fish friend. Would you like to buy this?
How much would you want for it?
1,350 gold.
Just order.
1,350.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, that's a bit out of my price range, unfortunately.
You can see he grips it a little harder. Okay. Would you like something else?
Do you have any liquor by chance?
He gives you the most unassuming, just not angry, but just sheer what you can only describe as despair as he looks you in the eyes and says, "No."
I just feel his pain.
He's
I
maddeningly
understand.
sober. He's maddeningly
Say you,
sober.
dwarf. What if we said that we could get you some alcohol?
Well, actually, I do have something on me.
What if we were to
You have had
trade?
liquor this whole time,
What?
Mizuno.
What if we were to
Well-
trade the remainder of our alcohol for that greater potion that you have?
Well, yeah, because it's Troll Killer Ale.
Oh shit.
Why did
Try
you
it,
give it to
as
me?
he then looks at me. He's Troll Killer. You say
Yes.
Troll Killer.
Yes.
I didn't ask you, Knife Ear. Troll Killer.
Yes.
Yes.
If he speaks again, we're
What?
done.
You'll kill yourself? Shut up.
I'm just gonna walk over
done,
to
fish.
Cassian and put my hand over Cassian's mouth.
I lick your hand.
I just,
Okay.
I just hold it tighter.
I continuously lick your hand.
Like a weird ghost.
As he kind of leans in towards him, are you okay?
Well, yes, I am okay.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You're hostage.
Why?
While they're talking, I'm going to look closely at his alchemical supplies. Are they special?
No, they do just seem to seem like an alchemist kit. Just one similar.
Yeah, I'm completely fine. I took a swig of it a little while ago, but...
No. That's not what I meant. What I meant is, Why are you with these people?
Circumstance. Bad
Shut up.
circumstance.
I'm not putting both hands over Cassian's mouth.
Look, do you want to just... You just want to come with me?
Well, well, where would you be going?
I wonder if the dwarf realizes or needs a demonstration of why he travels with us.
Silence, Elgie.
I just want to go 1 month without hearing an elf speak.
By technicality, I'm an elf.
I'm gonna pretend like you didn't say that.
Perhaps the dwarf should not go to elven cities if he does not wish to hear elves.
Perhaps boats shouldn't just fall apart, and men with legs too short to swim shouldn't appear on ridiculous shores where they get hunted by unwashed tribals with bows and arrows, only to show up in front of a bunch of hoity-toity little bastard knife ears who try to stab them at... He kind of cut.
Closet, can I do something real quick?
What's up?
I wanna, because Sam hasn't restrained my hands, I'm gonna point my finger at him, I'm gonna cast message, and I'll say, it sounds like you were stranded here. Would you like us to take you back to First Watch once we're done with our
Sounds like
business
it was
here?
a fucking skill issue.
I'm gonna flashbang him with my hands.
You
over
don't
his
know it. You don't see it. You don't see it.
Flashbang.
You don't see it. It's literally just me pointing my finger at him.
I know. That's the point. I know what you can do.
No, you don't. You don't know this is happening.
You don't know shit about fuck.
I've seen you use message before. I'm not an idiot.
He brings up a good point.
Dude,
But I'm going to, at this point, mention that I am, like, wrapped in my bear skin cloaks again. And approach the dwarf and quite... Well, first of all, I'm going to offer him... I think I have, like, a flask.
so wait, my message just...
So everybody but Sam has alcohol. Hold on. Anyways.
So wait. My message doesn't go through?
No, it does. I'm literally just... You guys are all fucking hitting me with things, and I'm still trying to think through some stuff. Calm the fuck down for like 2 seconds.
I blame Sam.
I'm upset. My entire fucking party has alcohol. It does not bother
You have a problem.
help their grieving friend.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, you'll be fine.
But then you drink it, and then I'd have no alcohol.
I can leave here whenever I want. This place is nice. Leave me alone.
Why are you complaining?
Because I thought I got away from the elves.
You'll never be away from us.
Perhaps the dwarf would like to know that not all elves are unwashed tribals.
They're still fucking elves, aren't they?
That's fair.
Oh god. Help me.
Anyway, I'm certain I can reassure you that the ugly one and Isse over here, they are very fine people. Most of the time.
Who are you referring to as ugly?
I was referring to Cassian, but you too.
Beautiful!
I cannot help that I have the countenance of a bat.
I didn't say you were ugly, I said Cassian
No,
was ugly.
Corn, he called you ugly. I heard him. He said it to me the other day.
Can I attempt to yeet fucking Cassian?
Would it help if I told you Cassian's technically dead?
And also, only a half-elf.
So you're only dealing with 1.5 of them.
Exactly.
Except for me, but I don't technically
No,
count.
no, he's also an elf. Don't let him deceive you.
In fact, you are surrounded by elves, and I point at all the fish people.
You see as he just pauses for a moment and just stares off into nothing.
Oh no, he's disassociating.
So he grabs the alchemist kit from behind and plops it down onto the counter as he starts trying to put things together through the kit, pouring a few things. a few things into some refractory vials and trying to distill something. He hasn't said anything.
I'm just.
Does it
gonna
look like
kinda
he's
watch
trying
him.
to construct the poison to kill himself?
No. What do you? Well, Sam, perception's not gonna really help you here. Taylor, if you'd like, you can roll me investigation.
Could my perception help him?
No.
Well, I can see the things he's putting in.
Yes. So he is currently attempting to make alchemist fire.
Ah, he's trying to burn us.
Ah, unfortunately for him, we are underwater.
It's alchemist fire.
With my knowledge of alchemist fire, it's gonna burn anyways, isn't it?
Burn underwater, yeah.
It burns anyways. Perhaps we should leave the dwarf alone.
Oh, that didn't work.
What the fuck are you trying to do?
Throw Cassian.
Wait. I mean, okay.
I mean,
It's your fault.
Okay.
All right, maybe we should
I swim back.
attempt trading elsewhere. Good day, Mr. Dwarf.
Yes, good day, dwarf.
Walks quickly away from
I'm-
the man making fire.
I'm gonna catch up to Isse. I've never experienced that before. Is that racism? I was
Yeah,
going as
I
knife
look down my
is.
nose at Cassian because that's how I address him.
Yes.
Oh my god. That's awful. Why would anyone do such a thing?
I do not know. We elves are wonderful creatures.
I agree. I agree. Elves are.
Ones are a pain in the ass.
Excuse me?
Oh, nothing. Just talking to myself.
Just talking to myself.
So, we should probably find another place of,
A knight seems to be laying down. Knight! The dwarf is making fire! You should walk away!
I don't think the dwarf is gonna throw the fire at him. I think he's gonna throw it at us because we're elves and he hates us for some reason.
He might just lay down and die with me.
I don't want to be blamed for the dwarf's self-immolation.
Well,
so he not succeed.
Well, my brother always had a saying, they hate us because they ain't us. I don't know what that meant, but I guess now I know why.
You lived a very
He sounds
sheltered life,
affluent.
didn't you?
He sounds intelligent, but to be fair, he's only good at fighting.
No, I did not say intelligent. I said affluent.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Look,
I said I went to school.
Access to a large portion of wealth.
Oh, we all are. What the fuck? We all were.
We all are what?
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 Tuba says what? Ah, you caught it. Good boy. You're learning.
I already knew.
Well, I think Sam's just gonna lay there because he doesn't have alcohol. I think he's gonna turn into an alcoholic. That can't be good.
I think he's past the stage of alcoholism.
Well, what's past alcoholism?
Death.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, if he wanted to die, he should have just asked us. We could have ended it for him.
Oh.
Sam, come on. We have an orb to retrieve.
Just lays there silently.
I'm gonna go get him.
Alright, well, you pick him up. We'll wait here.
Come on, Sam. We got places to be, people to do. Maybe in the opposite order of that, but... No? Yes?
Places to do and people to be.
Yes.
I'm just gonna let Mizuno either carry me or drag me.
I'm gonna grab him like the back collar of his armor and just start dragging.
Yeah, yeah, Mizuno, do you still hate me as a half elf? At least I didn't give you that much trouble.
Resounding yes. This is your fault somehow.
How's it my fault?
It's your fault.
What did I do to
talk
slight
a
him?
lot.
He was already racist. He just didn't like us from the get-go. What do you mean?
You made it worse.
Exactly, because I thought it was funny.
You made it worse.
How did I make it worse?
It's easy.
You didn't shut up.
It's easy. There's a lot of damage.
I mean, look, what, would you rather me be like that in front of a racist dwarf or in front of the ancient one and the king of the city that we reside in? At least I know when to let it go.
You should have just let me do the talking instead of running your big stupid mouth.
My big, beautiful, stupid mouth. You're forgetting that.
Yeah, your big, beautiful, stupid mouth. Whatever.
I'll kiss you. You better stop.
I
Exactly.
kind of just glance at him like, what?
Exactly. Now let's get moving.
Alright. Can we find another place to buy wares from?
Yeah, closet. Are there any other stalls, man?
Well, there are, but they all seem to have a lot of small little trinkets for tourists. Carved shells, little bits of coral. There's one stall that seems to be a little interesting. Glass jars with just coral little structures inside of them. But overall, as per useful equipment, there really isn't much.
Oh my god, there's underwater snow globes. I just realized what that was. Holy shit. Nice. Good one. I guess we're just gonna wait around, fucking slap Sam out of his depressed state while we wait for the serpent, I guess. I don't fucking know. Was anyone else have anything to look
We're kind
for?
of going in there, well, without supplies.
I mean, I don't think that dwarf had much to offer us anyway.
He had a very big potion.
Yes, but we had no money for it.
Why did
Yeah, he
ominous
other
music start
potions.
playing?
It's not
Don't worry
that's
about
the
it.
It was
music that
rather
was
large.
on.
I'm unsure of its quality.
And very expensive.
Expensive means quality.
Look, all we have to do is retrieve the orb. We don't have to kill everything in the cave if something tries to kill us.
Cassian, as much as I admire your
Optimism.
optimism, yeah, that's it.
There you go. You're learning.
Every time we have to do something, we end up killing things.
Okay, then why do you get mad at me whenever I say, oh, well, we're gonna have to kill something?
Well, because there's having to kill things and wanting to kill things unnecessarily.
I never said I never said I wanted to kill everything.
You threatened the merchant guy. I wonder
No,
if
I
we could
didn't.
summon. Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, you didn't threaten him, but you said we're gonna have to kill him. It's like, no, we're not gonna have
What
to
do you
kill him.
who, the dwarf that we were just there? No, I never said that.
No, the what's this guy? Damn name.
Oh, the guy in the falling house from the sky. Oh, that was a joke. I don't really care much for him.
Oh yeah, Sarp.
Yeah, him. I don't
I
really
wonder
care.
if we can try to summon his house.
I would think against that. I don't
That
think
sounds
he-
like a terrible idea.
Yeah, I just have a weird feeling that it just would not work out for us.
Hey, bug.
You know what? Fair point, but we're going. How much supplies do we have?
Well, I have a regular potion of healing. I have a potion of mind reading. I have enough ammo for myself, and that's about it.
I have 2 potions of healing.
Okay,
Sam?
that's all we need.
Yes, that's definitely all we have.
Well, shit.
Well, we have Sam's natural healing. We have Clank's healing bot. You have your self-healing, Mizuno.
It's not really healing as it's refusing to die.
It's the adrenaline rush that you get.
It's fair.
That's about okay. Regardless, I think we'll be okay. If things get dicey, we get the orb and run.
Grab the money and run.
Oh, hypothetically speaking, how many orbs have we collected before of the princes of the underworld or
2,
whatever?
I believe, correct?
Yeah, I think 2.
I think it was fire and then electricity.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh.
Oh.
We fought
They're
these
talking
things.
about these, and I'll pull out one of the fiery orb.
Why would you pull that out?
What is that?
Put it back.
It is something that we got from one of the princes of the apocalypse, apparently.
I'll put it back in my backpack.
It sounds like this one could also be similar, but this time it might be water.
I don't know.
Very
I mean,
thematic. Well, I mean, what else could it be? Wind?
I mean, it
It could
wouldn't
be
make
anything.
sense. What are the things of magic again? Like
Schools.
What?
not schools, like the elements of magic.
Well, there's fire, there's psychic, there's ice, there's wind.
Go on.
Trying to recall
Can I
how-
recall back to my vision of a man, the orbs spinning and then the portal opening? And can I remember what color the orbs were?
Sure. So there was a red orb, a yellow orb, accompanied with a sort of wind and lightning, which is, I think I accidentally gave you the wrong color for Eris's orb. No. Yeah. So there was it wasn't yellow. No, it was. I'm being an idiot. Sorry. Eris's orb is supposed to be yellow. I gave it as a blue one. I apologize. That's my fault. There is the red fiery orb that you got from Imix. There is the yellow orb surrounded by lightning and wind that you got from Ersi. There was the blue orb that seemed to be causing a torrent of rain. And then there was a green orb surrounded by a sort of floating rocks and a black goo.
Rocks.
Well, there is an orb of water, but there's also an orb of earth that we have not acquired yet.
I have a feeling call me stupid, but remember back to that choice that we had that Davos gave us. One of them seemed to go back to a marketplace. That's where we found the red fiery orb in Aldak's family house in the catacombs. We found the electricity orb at the Black Fort up north, which is where we were coming from. What if the other two ways were a way to get to the orb?
Well, then
Or a respective orb?
Well, that kind of narrows it down that the other one is down south and
Near where the Khazra are.
No, I think it's the character. I kind of don't know this, but it's in the southern Islam.
So I wonder where red and yellow would have gone if I possessed them. Perhaps the places they came from.
Possibly.
Probably.
If you remember the red one, whenever the key glowed red, and you focused down that path, you heard Imperial Common, and you did manage to go to fight Imix in Gran Hurun.
Yeah, that's what I was
Imperial
saying.
City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wonder if the green one would have taken us down to, well, this place.
This is the blue one.
No, the blue, the green
This place. Oh,
yeah,
you're on the world map.
Yeah, the green one would have taken us to Islam. Maybe the blue one's here in Elkul.
Perhaps.
No, we're probably gonna get an education soon enough.
Well, whatever the orb is, I think it's what's causing the disturbance with our telehedron.
Well, that would be,
I don't think it's the orb.
It could be the spires or the orb, but
I believe it is the reef.
Well, once we leave Elkor, then we'll be able to get more clear communications.
I suppose so.
So,
I'm gonna try and go back to the
dwarf.
To the dwarf. I'm gonna try to get some more healing potions with what money I have.
Did you say that you
Leave me on the ground then?
No, Mizuno, did you say that you killed us out of rage?
I would be more out of frustration than anything,
Well,
but
I mean, frustration is an offshoot of rage, no?
I suppose so.
So as you go back to the dwarf, he doesn't seem to be at his stall, and he seems to have covered up a lot of his crates and goods with a tarp of sorts.
Steal it.
I'm not gonna steal it. Fuck you. I'm gonna kind of look around for him. Not very hard, but
Yeah, roll me perception, I guess. Unless you don't even want to look that hard.
Yep, and I get a bonus to that because that thing.
That
That
thing.
thing. That thing.
Doomer Sam.
What I do now?
Keen something.
You're a doomer.
Wow, that was fucking.
Wow.
Looking
Wow.
around, you can't seem to find him.
Well, this is awkward. Shit. And I'm just gonna kind of go back to the group. Yeah, he seems to have closed for the day. Or he might have taken lunch. One of the two.
Or killed himself.
What's with you? Never mind.
Look, he was making. He said if another elf talks, he will kill himself.
Well, have you ever heard you talk to yourself and... You know what? That came out wrong. I'm gonna just...
Yes, I have, and I sound wonderful.
Keep telling yourself that.
Okay. One moment.
Meanwhile, in the Legion of Doom.
Meanwhile, with the Legion of Doom.
Aquaman.
What the fuck?
I'm just sorry. This is beyond my depth.
Ah.
So you can make ocean puns, but when we do it,
I'm surprised nobody's made one, to be absolutely honest.
it's well, there's not really many jokes you can make about it.
I'm drowning in joy over here.
Shut up!
Oh God, that's awful.
My lungs are filled with excitement.
Sam has just become a lamenter.
Yeah, it's the sad, angsty boy up here.
Has definitely become a lamenter.
God, he really is a Final Fantasy protagonist at this point.
Okay.
My name's Cloud Strife, and I'm going to drown my girlfriend.
After a little bit, you see as Mizuno's here walking around as a sea elf walks up to you and taps you on the shoulder.
Hello.
Good fish here. The Ancient One is looking for you and your friends.
Ah, excellent. We've been
wow
waiting
And
for that.
Here's where.
Well, outside.
I look outside.
As you can,
Aren't we outside?
as you can look through. Well, no, you're one of the spires.
I thought we were on like the outer balconies or some shit.
No. It's like in a concourse. You can see is this little opalescent window, little translucent. Is you don't notice anything for a second before the massive figure of the ancient serpent swims by, dwarfing your entire view.
Well, I'm gonna get the rope out. So we're gonna tie ourselves to the spine so we don't fly off, and that will be awkward for everybody unless somebody else has a better
Is
idea.
it still within the hour of me casting comprehend languages?
Yes.
I'll speak to the Ancient One. So you said that we were to ride on your back, correct?
Well, remember, you're still inside the concourse. He's outside.
Oh shit. Well, once we're outside,
I guess we go outside.
yeah, we go outside.
Okay. So as you walk out, you can see the Ancient One very easily. As he wraps around the base of the tower, his head going up to the bridge between the main spire and the concourse that you're on. Looking back, you can see the rest of him trailing off into the distance, disappearing into the murky water.
My
Big-
God.
He looks at you, grumbles a little bit before turning a little bit, exposing the spines near the top of his head.
All right. Well, let's go, everyone. And I will gingerly get on the Ancient One's back, and I will... I don't really have anything to tie myself. I'll break concentration on comprehend languages, and I'll cast enhance ability on myself again. But this time, it will be the bull's strength.
I do have 50 feet of rope.
If you want to tie someone, go for it.
I'm gonna I'll clasp onto the area right kind of at the base of where its head is, and I'm assuming it has. I can't really remember, but does it have scales that kind of flare up at the base of its head?
Sort of, yeah. Why?
I'm gonna kind of get to right where those flaring scales are and kind of tuck down, and then use my wings to create kind of a hydroplane that would force me down onto it the faster it moved.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Sure.
What?
Go ahead.
What? What?
That's fine. Okay.
No. What?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Anyways,
I'm gonna worry about it, motherfucker.
you'll see. No, no meta knowledge. Anyways, you. So the rest of you saw. The rest of you are tying yourselves onto onto the edge one's back, right?
Yes.
I don't know. Someone didn't give me back my rope.
I mean, I don't have rope
I have
either.
50 feet of it. It's fine. That's a lot of rope.
It is a lot of rope. And Tato has 40 feet of it, so you guys have a lot of rope to tie yourself to.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Okay.
I tie myself to Isse.
So I'm guessing you guys
tie
are all...
myself to the rope. Yes.
Yeah,
We're
as you
tying
guys all
him
tie yourselves to the rope, you can see as the Ancient One unbinds himself from the tower and starts to swim in the direction you needed to go. You see as he picks up an immense speed, as he is much faster than anything else around here. You can see that as the hydroplane kind of motion that Cornelia was making with his wings has slammed him into the Ancient One's scales.
That's unfortunate.
As you can see, as it basically starts to spread out from the sheer force of water slamming him into him.
Ow.
We'll clutch tightly to the spine.
You can see as you finally, after maybe about 30 to 45 minutes of this, of Cornelio being just crushed by the sheer force of water, the serpent starts to slow down before he starts reaching this sort of strange, almost a rock outcropping, but it seems off, like if someone had tried to disguise a building in stone. He swims down a bit before you see this sort of cramped entrance of a cave. He shakes himself a little bit to signify that you're there, as he speaks in a sort of muddled Aquan.
Mizuno, can you translate?
You said we are here, and I'm gonna untie my safety harness and kind of swim up next to him and give him the what is it, like a thumbs up, because I can do that.
There's a grumbling before he speaks again and says, "There are many creatures besides the Outlanders who have invaded this cavern. They will show you no mercy."
Understood.
And we shall show them no mercy.
Home.
Actually, I didn't understand it. Never mind.
Cool.
Redacted.
I'm gonna go up to him. He says there's a lot of other creatures here, and they will show us no mercy. So
I hope that god does, because we won't.
Yep. So let's go.
Yes, let's do
or
it.
how that guy says it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me one moment. Okay. And as you enter the temple, well, sorry, as you enter the cavern, you can see that it has a bit of a upward lift to it, exposing itself to air.
Oh shit.
You swim upwards until you find an air pocket, and you find a bit of a, well, almost an underground lake of sorts. There is a boat right at the entrance of where that air pocket is that you can take further in.
Well, I guess I got my boat.
So, do we all want to be on the boat, or do some of us want to be in the water running recon, so that way we're not ambushed from below?
Now, I should say it's not so deep that you need to take the boat all the way through. It is shallow enough that it goes maybe about to like a little over waist level.
What I'm hearing is difficult terrain.
Yes, that does seem to be the case. I think I'll steer clear of the boat.
Might want to stay on the boat there, Corn. I'll give you a firing platform.
I do not think that my bow would be terribly effective underwater.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well,
Or in an air pocket.
we're in an underground lake, or on the shore of it.
I'm going to keep with you, friends.
Oh, that's an upgrade. Oh,
I'm getting on the.
It physically harmed someone.
There we go.
It physically harmed the bot.